Just as a reminder, and to put this at the forefront of this episode, we are streaming straight as pretty much this episode ends over on Kick and on Twitch. We stream the next week's episode as of recent, because what we've started to do is we upload on a Sunday. It'll be like an hour typically before the episode ends. We usually start streaming on Twitch between 12 and 1 o'clock. Twitch and Kick. So feel free to jump over if you want to see a preview for the next week's episode. And we'll be there if you want to ask any questions, want to discuss any points that we might have. Feel free to do so. We're more than happy to have discussions while we do these streams. And
or just talk some shit, because he doesn't like talking shit.
Exactly. And we'll definitely end up, knowing us, putting that in the video as well. So feel free to do so. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the 144th episode of PandTha Talks.
Hello.
This week we're going to be ever so slightly depressed because we got hands-on with Beyond Sandbox. Slightly is an understatement. I'm going to attempt to improve our mood as time goes on this week.
I don't think that's possible.
Neither do I, but I will try. We are also, after Beyond Sandbox talks, going to be discussing how a new law could require age verification for all online games with chat functions, which is bollocks.
Oh, wonderful.
Discussing a major Crimson Desert update, adds new end game features and other improvements, because I just like that game. Some PS5 consoles get hit with yet another price hike. The new Lego Batman game has gone gold, which I'm very happy about. Xbox boss reacts to Q3 2026 earnings decline and says that they know that they have to do some work. Xbox is hosting a new Helix console event this week. See what that's about. Consumer survey reveals #1 reason why gamers buy a PlayStation or Xbox console. I think that'll be quite interesting for us. Valve boss Gabe Newell donated over $20 million to OpenAI. I'm slightly disappointed in him for that one. Valve confirms Steam Deck 2 development is underway in status update. And then, as I did last week, we're going to have some positive news that we're going to discuss at the end of the week, that hopefully will try and bring us to a bit more of a positive mood to end the episode on. I've decided it's going to be a constant thing I do each week.
Trust them, guys.
It's the best thing I can think to do. Anyways.
It's a facade.
It is, yeah. It's the best I can do, though, in this instance. So, leave them be. So anyways, let's move into the first topic, shall we? So, Beyond Sandbox. Me and Will played. Will's got a lot to say on this matter.
Do I?
Well, yeah, considering your amazing review that you left them. So I'm just going to read this review. By the way, me and Will played a grand total of, I think it was...
44 minutes?
Yeah, you played 44, I think I played 46. And we already have quite harsh feelings on the matter. So Will's response was this. What a huge letdown and a massive disappointment. I want to say I hope things improve, but at this point, there is no game. Everything is a mess. Spent 90% of the time trying to get into a lobby with my friend, and the game crashed multiple times. In the 2 minutes we did play, everything was terrible. Recoil made your hands 360, guns got pushed aside when trying to aim due to terrible chest hitbox, spawning items is a huge pain and bugs out, and you can no longer stop spawning and have to quit. The tablet can bug and you can no longer do anything and are forced to quit the game entirely. And that's the beginning. Overall, the game is a massive mess and a pile of jank. Very accurate. Unfortunately accurate. Me and Will were in there for 44 minutes. As he said, a lot of that time was us attempting to get into a session. The session system's bugged as shit. It's not intuitive at all. And the tutorial doesn't tell you a damn thing. So, what Will said there is actually probably about 5% of the experience. Because the rest of it was just as awful. We joined in zombies mode. Will and me were fighting some zombies. They were dreadful, by the way. They barely move accurately. They're all over the shop. And it was just a general mess. I can't explain it. It's just awful. But Will killed one. And then his game crashed. Completely. I still can't figure out why. We had people joining our session. Honestly, the only redeeming factor for this is the fact that I can blow limbs off myself and my friends. That's it. There was a
Even
guy.
then, it was still inaccurate.
Oh yeah, massively so. I could shoot someone point blank with a stone off. It would not do anything other than give them like a little red mark on their arm. If I shoot someone else the exact same distance, the exact same way, their limb will just disappear.
It's very inconsistent.
Yeah, it didn't make sense. The melee felt shocking.
I'm not too sure. Like, if you get both your arms blown off, what are you supposed to do then? Because you don't
You
have
can't.
hands to bring up the tablet.
No, you can't.
And you don't have like a laser to use the tablet. You have to use it with your physical finger. And if you have both your arms blown off, even if you somehow get the tablet, if the tablet actually doesn't bug out itself, by the way, and not show up.
Yep, it's just impossible to work with. The melee felt horrific. They made this whole point ages ago that you can grab anywhere on a weapon or grab anywhere on a melee item. Did you feel if you attempted during the tutorial bit to pick up a melee weapon, if it was a two-handed, that you could grab it with one hand, but the second hand really struggled to fucking grip on?
I'll be honest, the only thing I did in the tutorial with melee weapons was pick up a screwdriver, stab it through a zombie's eye, and watch the screwdriver slowly get pushed out of the zombie and fall to the ground.
Delightful.
Which made no sense.
No, I picked up the giant hammer there, and you put one hand on it, the second hand can't fucking grab properly onto it.
Yeah,
it's like they got no grip point.
Stuff just didn't really make sense.
No, their grip points were just all over the shop as well. By the way, it's sat currently at mostly negative, 39% out of 807 reviews. The Discord server is still constantly going off at them. I can't fault them at all. There may be mods out, but let's be honest, the mods are not enough to fix this. This isn't a Bethesda kind of modding environment at all. This is a case where all they're doing is nothing, really.
Yeah. And they've charged $20, €20, whatever in your currency, $17.49,
$17.75, yeah.
Probably like $22.50 in dollars then or something.
Yeah.
And there's nothing. Like there's straight up nothing except like a load of broken stuff and jank. And they expect the community to fix everything.
No, exactly. They've got entire sections on their server for bug reports or Steam crash issues or feature suggestions. By the way, these are forums on the Steam, on the Discord, and the entire Discord section with these forums in, there's that much in there that I have a G502 Hero mouse, which means I can unclick my scroll wheel so it can scroll forever. And dear fucking God, it can't keep up with how many there is. Which if this can't, God help a regular person.
I mean, it couldn't keep up with anything.
It's just a mess, this. It really is. I've never been so disappointed in a game release. Like, Cyberpunk 2077 at launch was better than this.
Let's not forget as well, the TikToks and clips and stuff they were uploading were, in a sense, fake.
Yeah, exactly. That is exactly how it feels. You know, when I was just talking to you before about Gunman Contracts, so you know how when Beyond Sandbox has been showing off their footage, it's just sort of like, oh, this is XYZ, we're seeing just them in like a test environment and that's it.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to grab this second and show you this side by side. So if we go to Beyond Sandbox, bloody hell, you can see the amount of scanners. Once again, test environment. Test environment, test, all testing shit. So now I'm going to go to Gunman Contracts. If my keyboard would stop breaking up, it'd be great. So, here he is, A&B Seth. This is the guy who makes it. Good bloke, by the way, when it wants to load. Fuck you. I know how to fucking break your system. So, he shows stuff off by actually going into his levels.
As you should.
Yeah. He's actually done first contract completed thing, and he's basically shown a cut through of both VR and non-VR footage within a single trailer, showing him actually play. So you can actually see him properly doing the level.
And it's not in a quote test environment.
No, this is a full level.
It's fake because the stuff we saw in the videos and stuff that they were uploading was not how it functioned when we got in the game.
No, of course it wasn't.
Which is impressive that they've done it like that.
Yeah, but something like this, let's be honest, it looks so much more satisfying. Also, I just really want to get into this and start shooting cunts. That's all I've got to say. I really want to get to shooting people.
We wanted to do that with Beyond Sandbox, but you know, that was no
Yeah,
longer an option.
no, it was not. As I said, I've been half tempted to go back to fucking Bone Labs so that I can install some mods and at least feel something similar. At least that one's actually kind of a complete fucking package. Needs work, but at least we know it's getting fucking work.
Yeah, I mean, with Beyond Sandbox, there isn't work to be done. There's still a game to be made to begin with before you start to work on it.
May I also just add, because I've been thinking about this recently, Beyond Sandbox, their patch updates. Patch?
No, that was it. That was the only patch. There was a second one, which I'm pretty sure was reverted or just not.
I'm pretty sure.
For us.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure so. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because if I come across into the radius 2 here,
they were non-stop doing stuff.
I've just got to show this. So this is their first patch. Doesn't look like much. This is their second patch. Like, come on.
Into the radius as well. It's a good game, but it's quite rough to play.
Oh yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. We played it before the 1.0. We don't know what's changed.
That is true.
I'm hoping there's going to be a fair bit of niceness to it. I want to start a new save at some point soon.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm thinking of definitely jumping in at some point. I'm not quite sure when, but got to be done.
No rush.
So,
no rush.
No, exactly. But yeah, that's a game I'm definitely wanting to play. And that keeps pulling me back to it. It can be challenging at times. It can make you want to take a break. But you'll be always coming back to it. And that's what you want. Anyways, let's jump into something different because, let's be honest, that's going to drive me and Will insane until the end of time if we keep discussing it. So, new law would require age verification for all online games with chat features. I hate that this is becoming a more prevalent thing. I really do. It really fucks me off. A proposed new law in the New York State Senate would require all social media platforms and online games to require age verification for online chats. The bill is aimed at preventing adults from interacting with users under the age of 18 on platforms like Steam for the purpose of curbing online predators. Now, I'm going to stand by a point I made a little while ago. My account is 14 years old. You don't make a Steam account for a 4-year-old. I feel as though my account should be verified at this point as over the age of 18.
And even that aside, like, it doesn't actually help anyone. There's still shit happening constantly.
Of course.
Probably no different, if not more, because all you're doing is making it more difficult, which means the younger ones want it more and will find ways around it. And for the people who are of age, it's just effort, added effort, just to try and do their daily stuff, their daily activities.
Don't get me wrong. I see one positive in this, and that's that VR chat won't have like kids all over it. And I played some last night. I made the biggest mistake of my life.
Yeah, I saw you launch that, and I immediately thought to myself, what on earth is he doing?
I made some bad decisions. I was sat in a group, I was setting up like my bio and stuff, like whatever, stood all the way out of the way from anyone, nowhere near anyone. Some girl walks up to me. Hey. Hi. Can I peg you? No, you can fucking not. Go away.
That's fucking normal.
Yeah, VR chat, everyone. So then I left and joined a 18+ session and ended up laughing with a man called Apple Cider. He was fucking hilarious. That was about the interactions of my night. So yeah, don't play that game. It's not for kids. It might be rated for 13+. It is not for kids. And unfortunately, this law is not going to protect them.
We've never listened to age ratings, let's be honest.
No, of course we haven't. But this law will not protect them anyways.
No. As I said, it just makes them want it more because they're being told even more so that they can't have it. So they're going to just end up finding ways around it anyway.
Of course they are. Whatever happened to the old days, man? When you get shouted slurs at on an Xbox fucking lobby or a PlayStation lobby.
What are you on about, man? When I was a kid and I was playing online, I flipping had some dude show me how to train zombies. And that's why my love for zombies and Call of Duty was born.
Well, this is the thing. We had people that taught us things, but at the same time, we had people in lobbies who would just insult you. And it made you feel like you were like, okay, I've got to do better. But at the same time, you found it hilarious. You didn't take offense. You didn't get upset about it. You just kept playing. And if anything, you laughed at it. What the fuck changed? Don't get me wrong, I understand, like, with things like Roblox. Yeah, fucking pedophiles and shit have gone mental. I get it.
Roblox
Discord,
is like
same
its own
thing.
now.
Yeah, Roblox and Discord, I get it. If someone, on the other hand, is trying to fucking groom someone over Steam, I'm impressed. I'm disturbed, but I'm impressed. Mainly for the simple fact of Steam support do not look kindly upon any of that shit.
Steam support don't look kindly on anything that's bad.
No, they like to go to people's houses and shoot them. We all know it's true. We all know what they do to scammers.
Get the SWAT team out.
Yeah. We don't like talking about it publicly because we're afraid that there will be the next houses they hit. Mainly because we shouldn't be talking about it. Hush, hush. But yeah, we all know what Steam do.
It's like Fight Club, Roy. We're not supposed to be talking about it.
Yeah, we all know what Steam do, though. They handle things right. That's what I have a lot of respect for. Now, there are rumours that Steam's currently working on its own AI chatbot for its support. But apparently, it's not going to be taking over their current support team. It's going to be assisting them to focus and prioritise the more important issues, which I can appreciate. If it's going to be assisting them, I'm fine. Let's be honest, Steam is one of the few companies I can't see cutting staff because of AI, because they already have such a small staff amount. What's the point in them doing so? They'll still need their team. They'll just get the AI to assist them. It makes more sense for them. Exactly. And let's be honest, they already get paid fucking fantastically. I don't think they're going to whinge.
Yep. There you go, guys. Here's your job being made even easier. Oh, yeah. Sweet.
And my pay goes up? Yeah, of course. What do you take us for? Monsters? No, I was just worried you were going the Ubisoft route. Why would we ever do that?
No, they're an example of what not to do. Don't worry.
Yeah. So,
boy, are they.
As we've said for a long time, though, personally, I see AI as something that can be used right, if done correctly. And that's the difficult part. Yeah, I must admit, Steam do definitely need another way for me to verify my age, because the credit card system I can't do because I have a credit card, but I refuse to link it to Steam. Simple as that.
Don't have much use. All that money?
Yeah.
Bro links it to Steam and he'll rack up a few K debt in no time.
Yeah,
this game? Yes, please. Oh, that game? Yes, please.
You see, brother, I did that once already. I don't want to do it a second time, thank you.
Yeah, don't I know it.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't see this working. Not how they're intending it to. There are age verification systems out there, sure, but I think they're taking the piss of it. Crimson Desert, another new update. I'm kind of like losing my mind with these guys in recent time. So these are the patches they've done, by the way, since release. So they released... trying to find the release here. Fucking hell. Some point around here. Ah, here it is. So they released just here, which is on the 19th of March. They had patch...
2 months already.
Yeah. Day one, they had a patch. Then they released yet another patch on the 23rd of March. Then they released a proper full patch on the 29th of March, which is a decent-sized patch, actually.
Yeah. It's crazy what happens when there's a good development team that actually, puts work into the game.
I know, right? Then another patch, which was for NVIDIA, DLSS. Then another patch for all platforms. And yet another one for a hotfix. And yet another one, which is fucking massive, which is a complete patch. Then we got some, what even is this? A development update, adding new stuff. Then we got another patch, and another patch, and another huge fucking patch, and another small patch. Soundtrack Volume 1, released for free, by the way. No cost.
Nice.
Another hotfix, massive patch, and another patch again. All that in just about 2 months. That's how you develop games.
Yep.
That's how you do it. So, They've added new endgame features and other improvements. What have they done though? So Pearl Abyss is addressing some replayable endgame features, while also contributing to make quality of life improvements. Even though Crimson Desert has been a smash hit, Pearl Abyss has continued to tweak the experience in the weeks following its March launch. The game continues to evolve and change, with many of the rough edges being smoothed out in large part thanks to player feedback. Despite Crimson Desert's reviews being been a bit more mixed than many initially thought, the game has gone to be a massive hit, with players and overtaking multiple sales milestones. With such strong momentum, Pearl Abyss has continued to improve the game through its updates, not just fixing issues, but adding major features and content for free, including continued improvements to how the game controls. New features have been added post-launch to Crimson Desert, such as difficulty options, new skills for Domain and Unka, and much more. The latest major update continues that trend. Crimson Desert is already a feature-rich game, pushing players well beyond the 100-hour mark with a massive map to explore. Just to add to this, someone did a how long to complete the game 100%, visiting everywhere on the map. 500 hours minimum.
That's a few hours, you know?
Yeah, kind of impressive, really. However, one element that has seemingly gotten a lot of feedback is what to do in the endgame, with some players clearing out most of the map, which also causes enemies to stop spawning. Naturally, this causes problems for Crimson Desert's gameplay towards the end, as it makes it overly difficult, if not impossible, to finish challenges, continue earning XP, and reaching the full potential of the playable characters. Last month, Pearl Abyss revealed plans to address the Crimson Desert endgame with that May 1st update. Players now have two new options, called Rematch and Reblockade. Rematch allows players to challenge powerful bosses by lighting their lantern at the site of their previous fight. Using a memory fragment, players can select which character they'd like to fight and whether to battle the boss as they were at that time, or select Resonate option, which will scale the boss to the player's current stats progression. I like the sound of that. Better yet, any consumables used during the match will be restored once the fight is over. Though in this current iteration, no loot will be gained from battling again, though Pearl Abyss did say this fact could be changed in a future update. That's fine. As long as...
Yeah, if you're not getting loot, though, what's the point of doing it?
Yeah, exactly. If it's just XP, it feels a bit So they definitely need to fix it down the line. But at least they've said, yeah, we're kind of in preparation to do so. For players...
That's literally just them straight up saying they'll listen to the community and their thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Which you don't see too many games doing.
No, exactly. For players running into issues with clearing the map and clearing out various forts or other high-density enemy zones, Pearl Abyss has also added the reblockade setting. Essentially, this will repopulate enemy zones, giving players more opportunities to continue fighting enemies. However, players can control the frequency of these respawns with Stable, which prevents respawning entirely. Conflict, which respawns at a lower rate, and then War, which will reblockade zones frequently. For now, this option only impacts 23 forts and quarries, though Pearl Abyss does have plans to continue expanding this in future patches. That sounds fantastic. I could just have enemies constantly respawning, so I just feel like I'm constantly at war with someone. Yeah, I'm up for that. In addition to continued bug fixes and improvements, this update also adds the legendary Iron Eagle and Hyacinth Macaw as potential pets. The mountain god boar creature can also be encountered after certain conditions are met. Certain puzzles in the world have improved the visibility of their hints, and new items and cosmetics have been added to shops, especially for those looking for new disguises to use. In addition, the game's graphics have been given more options for players to tweak, as sharpness can now be adjusted from the Xbox Series X/S and PlayStation 5's graphics menu. That seems like they've done really well with this patch. Yeah. To think, though...
I mean, look at the amount that they're adding to begin with. Actually putting in the work, changing things that need to be changed.
And you know
not just
what?
Opening it up to a modding community and be like, here, you guys, fix it.
Exactly. And you know what else, brother? They're still nearly 2 months in.
Yeah.
And this is a
I mean,
single
I
player
actually
game.
saw almost around 500 hours to do absolutely everything. Now, obviously, there's a lot of people that won't do everything, but with how much stuff there is crammed in everywhere, you're not going to have to travel far to start something new once you can finish something, which means you
no.
can just keep going.
Like I say, I showed you the map the other week, and it's just insane. I mean,
Yeah.
oh crap, yeah, they lost about 40,000 people within a month. But I don't really think they're going to care, to be honest with you.
That's
And
probably, though, between whatever bugs people might have, whatever issues their systems might have, then the fact that people will play it for the storyline, and the storyline isn't that great.
Oh, yeah, it's not.
more the mechanics of the game itself.
But what I want to show as well, once again, these guys are fully aware their story is bad. But that's at 86% positive out of 52,967 reviews with a terrible storyline that they're aware of. And they're like, we can't really fix that, but what we can do is make the rest of the game something that people want to come back to.
Yeah.
And that is the way to fucking do it. Just straight up. That is what has got a lot of people respects. And you know what else? From what I'm aware, the game they made before this was Black Desert. Black Desert, for those people who don't know, is an MMORPG. They did not have experience. No, but they did not have the experience to make this. They learnt on their way. They actually have another game coming out, by the way. And when I say they didn't have the experience to make this, what they're continuing on to make has made me question even more. Which, by the way, if I'm right, this is a Korean studio, which is impressive. Ah, here it is. Durka V, and we also have Plan 8. Plan 8 is a unfamiliar world, unforgettable message, Marvel of the latest graphics engine, exosuit MMA shooter, and then you got Durka. How does this look like the exact same guys who made Crimson Desert? You know what I mean? It just it doesn't look right. But this is what they do. They make games and make people go, well, actually, you know what? You've done something with that game that has blown people away and no one expected. You and me covered this months ago, by the way, Crimson Desert.
Yeah.
I got to the fight, by the way, that we covered that day. And I said, no, it's not my sort of game. I wouldn't play it. And I kicked that fucker's ass. And I was gobsmacked when I realised who it was and where I was in the actual game. And then I realised, I actually said months ago I'd not buy this game. What the fuck am I doing? Took me a little bit. I was kind of impressed. Some PS5 consoles get hit with yet another price increase. It'll probably be the Pro. Gamers who are interested in PS5 just got some bad news, as the price of 2 refurbished units have now increased. What? PlayStation 5 fans will have to shell out about an extra $100 if they're interested in buying the most models of the refurbished console.
Refurbished version too, that's crazy.
As spotted on May 1st, the cost of a refurbished PlayStation 5 Slim has now risen. Previously, one could acquire the refurbished Slim with a disc drive for $449.99 or a digital-only version for $399.99. These were at a considerable discount over buying the consoles brand new, which made them enticing for new players. Now, however, both have seen their prices increase by $100, bringing the disc PS5 Slim to $549.99, with the digital-only version selling for $499.99. Both units have a 1TB SSD. That's insanity.
What's the brand new cost then? If that's the cost of refurbished.
With brand new consoles costing $649.99 for a standard PS5 with a disc drive, and a digital edition costing $599.99. So there's $100 different. And
PS5 for $900. That's criminal.
Do you remember back in the day, brother, when you could pick up a brand new console for £500?
If that, mate.
Oh yeah, they were sometimes cheaper. I mean, I remember the
and you didn't have to
PlayStation
wait long
3
either before they drop in price.
Yeah, I mean, I could pick up a PlayStation 3. I think it was like a year or two after release for about £250 to £300.
Yeah, that's crazy to see.
Actually, what was the PlayStation 3 release price?
Well, I guess they'll have to go through the same thing the Xbox went through.
Yeah, about £500.
They'll have to go through the same thing that Xbox is going through right now, where they're seeing sales drops because of their massive price increases.
Yup. It's insane. I try to go no higher than $500, and even then, it's not something I do regularly. I try to look for deals whenever possible. Yeah, exactly. What's the most you're willing to spend? Yeah, $500 is about right. People don't want to spend a fucking fortune and then be lorded over. Dickheads. So, Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight has gone gold. Now, Will, you probably remember, I am very excited for this game. I have a massive soft spot in my heart for Lego games. I always will.
I mean, they're just fun.
They
I don't know
are.
how they do it, but they're just fun.
Now, when the Skywalker Saga came out, the recent one, I was so impressed with what they did. It genuinely left me so happy. But then they showed this off, and all I could think is they brought Batman Arkham combat to the game, and they've kept the Lego style perfectly. I am so excited. And that's why I just keep looking at this and going, yeah, this is for me. 100% this is for me. And it releases in like 3 weeks. And all I can say is I really, really, really want this game. It's all I want to play at the moment. But I guarantee I'll play it to completion and then go, okay, now I need to go around everything. And I'll just sit on my ass for like another month doing nothing. It's what always happens.
Oh, what else are you going to do?
Exactly. But I am very impressed. I'm very excited as well. I hope it goes really, really well. I really do.
Now, my only concern,
Shoot.
what price tag are they putting on that?
$59.99.
The last Lego game we looked at.
Yeah,
what did it have, an $80 price tag or something?
Yeah, it's this one is at $80 for the advanced access, which is 3 days early and all DLC, or you can go with the basic, which is 60. Yeah,
Kind of insane for a Lego
it is.
game.
It is indeed, sir. Kind of sad, man.
It's extremely unreasonable.
It is. On the other hand, you can get this for £55. I know which one I'd pick up, mainly because I already have. Because I got pushed into it by my barber and also by my colleagues at work. So,
sounds normal.
Yeah, so what's happened with Xbox's finances? Do we have some like rough numbers? We do! In a post on Twitter, Asher Sharma reacted to the division's decline seen in Microsoft's Q3 financial reports. The Xbox boss posted that we know we have work to do. Microsoft's financial report shows a 5% decrease in content and services revenue compared with the same time frame in the previous year, as well as a 33% decline in hardware revenue. The latter isn't too surprising. Xbox consoles saw multiple price increases last year. Also, you got to take into account people have already got the consoles. Everyone's waiting for the next generation. People aren't looking to rebuy. Simple as that.
I mean, we're talking about next generations. We're looking at the price tags for the current generation.
Yeah, I'm terrified.
Like the PS5 Pro being $900. What's the Xbox prices looking like at the minute?
I'd imagine not much better.
Yeah, I can't imagine they're far off the similar sort of numbers. Like, what does that mean? The next gen console prices are going to be like well over $1,000, surely.
It's got to be, yeah.
If they're still trying to charge $900 for the top console.
Okay,
what? Xbox are actually seeming to be decent about it. That's kind of insane.
Go
That's
away.
That's the kind of numbers you'd want to see.
Jesus Christ, on a bike. Just fucking agree. So, 1 terabyte disc, which is the exact same as the PlayStation version that we saw.
And that's brand new?
Yeah. If I go 2 terabyte, go 1 terabyte.
That's insane difference in price.
It is. I'm actually quite shocked by that. I didn't anticipate that.
No, I wasn't expecting that myself.
No, I thought it'd be much worse. Let me actually just go. PS5 Slim, PS5. Let's go on to Sony's website. Oh, wait, you can't buy from official Sony, can you?
Now imagine, you pay $900 for that PS5 console just to get locked at 30 FPS in a video game.
Yep, don't get me started. Right, let me check the PS5 Pro first, because the Xbox don't have a Pro version, so what this is choosing to go at is their own thing. So, I kind of get it. They're at a technically different part. So it's whatever. But actually, I guess the X is their PlayStation 5 Pro equivalent. So let's have a look. If I hit buy now there, and then I'll go to PS5 Pro, PS5, sorry, and hit buy now there. Okay, so we're talking for a 2 terabyte PlayStation 5 Pro, $789.99. Or,
which probably isn't far off $900.
PlayStation 5 console, 1 terabyte, £570. What the fuck's this about? Lease.
You're gonna rent it.
Basically, yeah.
That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy.
It says something when we've got to a point in life where we're actually contemplating leasing our game consoles because they've got that expensive. If you can justify that to me, there is something fucking wrong.
That is depressing.
That says something about society in general. That's a fucking concern.
I present to you a very upset Rory.
Yeah, first one of the year. That's my first actual full-on kickoff of annoyance.
No, that's like he's just turned into a different person right now. I can't believe what he's just read. What his eyes have just seen.
That's fucking ludicrous.
I'm in full agreement, brother. That is insane.
Don't get me wrong. I have come across many over the years where you can either lease a PC or you can pay monthly for it. But that's because PCs are usually much more expensive. But even when you're leasing,
going now.
I don't get it, man. Wasn't one of the big things about consoles that, oh yeah, they're much cheaper than PCs? I built someone a PC last week for £125. And you guys are willing to sit there and lease a PlayStation 5.
That is just wrong. Straight up.
I don't think I've ever felt so disgusted in my life. And not just that, it's not like it's a second-hand service that's doing this. That was on the official Sony website.
Oh,
what the fuck?
Right, do you need a minute? Do you need a minute?
I need to fucking confirm some things, what I need to fucking do. One moment. Buy now. Okay, so we can see there's the lease option. So, technically it'd be the X, so let's be fair. If I go here. Yeah, okay. So if I went here, it's a 1 terabyte unit, so we'll go 1 terabyte as well. Hit buy now. Can I lease with you? Because if I can, I'm going to be very fucking concerned about you as well. Hit checkout. Let me just, one moment. Got to make sure it's not going to show my card details. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo.
You can rent a console. I haven't heard of doing that in like a decade, if not more.
Neither have I. Okay, so there's nothing so far showing. I'm hitting checkout again. Let me just see. Oh, it's showing all my payment method. So I can pay in free, but I can't lease it. That's fine. I can cope with that. I can't cope with the fact that people are genuinely leasing PlayStation consoles. Right, I've just got rid of that. Because it was showing my card details and that after. But yeah, you can lease a console. What the fuck? And it's contracted. And if you don't want the contract, you're paying fucking £32.45 a month.
Oh, we have reached new lows, haven't we, sir?
Insurance.
Is this where people turn around and tell us that it's been like this for years and we just never knew because we don't buy consoles?
Holy fuck, man. What in the fuck am I reading? This is fucked. This is completely fucked.
This, my friend, is consoles in 2026.
No, I need to move on. I can't, no. I need to reopen this page, just so I know I've got something positive to end the week on. If I don't have it, I think I'm going to lose my fucking shit. Right, yeah, Xbox is hosting a new console event this week, which is cool. We'll see what that's like, see how it goes. It's their Project Helix, so we're going to find out more about that on Thursday, May 7th. So next week we will discuss this in more details and we'll see what's actually going on there. Thank you, Xbox, for at least giving some positive news and something interesting to look at. PlayStation, you and me are going to have a fucking fight until the end of time. That is fucking unforgivable. I don't care who you are. Actually, there's one other company I forgot about. Right, Nintendo. Where are we? Here we are. Nintendo Switch 2.
That's Nintendo done.
I will see if they do it as well.
I mean, I do remember us looking at Nintendo not that long ago and seeing that the 2 is not a whole lot better than the first one.
Oh yeah, same, but...
And the battery on it is horrific.
Can I not buy it from Nintendo themselves? Yeah, I don't want to watch the trailer, I want to purchase it. Am I not allowed to? Guess you got to actually purchase it from... That's fine then. Yeah, because at least if you know if you're buying it from a retailer, at least it's something. I'm so angry. Oh, here it is. Available now. Yeah, I don't see anything here for... Yeah, there's nothing here for leasing. Just make sure. Add to cart. View basket. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's completely fine. Thank you, Nintendo, for not doing what PlayStation's done and absolutely destroying any faith I had in the games industry. Appreciate it. So, a survey by Sakana, an American market research and technology company, shows that most US gamers still decide to whether to buy a PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo Switch or other console based on their exclusive games. Not shocking whatsoever. However,
console.
Yeah.
It's Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox. Is there something we don't know about? You gonna go back and buy an N64 or something?
The Steam machine in a few weeks. I'm joking.
Oh.
It's not in a few weeks.
Steam machine. Oh no, we're still waiting on.
No, but there is one part that's actually been dropped. I've not told you, have I? Actually, no. The Steam controller's dropping soon, very soon.
Not surprising. It's a controller.
It's gonna be like $100, £85.
Bit pricey for a controller.
See, I thought the same, and then I found out how much the PlayStation 5 Pro controller costs.
Doesn't sound very nice.
£189.
What?
Yeah. So you know what, mate? £85 sounds fucking blissful in comparison.
Doesn't it just?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, I didn't know either, mate. I really didn't. And do you know what the other thing is? This can still get stick drift. This can't.
Oh yeah.
Valve
Don't we know all about stick drift?
Valve solved the stick drift problem.
Get on them. Also, paying £85 just for no stick drift is immensely worth.
Yeah, you're not having to buy a second controller unless you fucking smash it against the ground. And it starts sales from tomorrow. You know, I can't really complain much or grumble much. So yeah, it's all basically on exclusives, which that's not a shock. One notable change to last year's data is that the number of players choosing a console based on exclusive has dropped by 8%. Well, that's some good news. Slight shift towards picking the best gaming console based on other factors such as performance or price. It's difficult to pinpoint exactly what's driving the change, but one likely explanation is Xbox and PlayStation loosening their grip on exclusive IPs over the past year, with games like Forza Horizon coming to PlayStation 5 and Helldivers 2 launching on Xbox Series X.
Didn't we read something last week about Sony doing more exclusives?
Yeah, apparently they've backed out of that, though, so some positive news.
I wonder why. They must have looked at their sales and be like, hey, look at that, guys. Imagine how much money we're going to lose if we only release on our console.
Do you know what concerns me about that more than anything now that I keep thinking about it? How many people do you think have done it?
What?
Because the lease, how many, or even how many people do you think have purchased that controller? Because you got to think they wouldn't make it if they didn't think that they could get use out of it. And for the lease option to be there, it's got to have been used a fair bit. And they must be getting a decent kickback from the company that they're working with. That's the only answer, and that hurts even more.
Yeah, when you actually start to think about it and realize it wouldn't exist if people weren't paying for it or buying it or whatever.
I'm so hurt, man.
And that really makes you think.
I am so fucking hurt. Valve boss Gabe Newell donated over $20 million to OpenAI. Doesn't shock me too much. Once again, as I was discussing with you earlier, it seems as though there's going to be some use of AI within Steam, but as long as it's helping them and not taking over.
The difference is he will use it right.
We'd hope so, yeah. I mean, he's got a very good track record.
Well, surely he's not going to throw his reputation into the dirt just yet, right?
I can't imagine he would.
Please don't.
Yeah, I can't imagine he would. The records cited as undisputed facts in the court proceedings shows that Newell handed over exactly $20,008,279 in 2018. This contribution made him the second largest donator outside of Musk himself during that specific 4-year period. Beyond just being a financial backer, the report revealed that Newell occupied a spot on the informal advisory board. This allowed him to offer guidance to leaders like Altman and Greg Brockman without illegal complications of a formal board seat. By the time OpenAI was testing its systems on games like Dota Dota 2, where the machine learning agents were reportedly performing so well that the staff started to worry about how quickly they were reaching advanced milestones. Internal teams were even concerned that the timeline for reaching human-level intelligence was moving faster than they had initially predicted. Newell's interest in the latest technology isn't just about software, it's also about ties into his passion for brain-computer interfaces. Newell's been frequently in contact with Musk regarding neuroscience, eventually leading his own venture called Starfish Neuroscience. A specific piece of evidence identified an exhibit, an email sent from Newell to Musk in 2018. Newell admitted that previously thought about brain modulation was a strange concept, but eventually saw it was a huge consumer market. Basically, Newell's doing his usual and going, actually, there's a lot of interest here. Let me discuss this with you all, because I'm very intrigued. The man's a typical IT guy. He likes anything tech, and he's very interested and wants to get his hands on, or wants to see what it can do, wants to see how it can be used, wants to see what people would like from it. That sums him up to a T. Might not be for me, but fair play. So, sir, I have an update on the Steam Deck 2.
Okay.
Are you ready to hear something that you would never hear from console providers? Cough, cough, Sony, Nintendo, Xbox.
Is it FPS above 60?
Well, it's better than that. Also, I planned this article before I knew about that with Sony and the leasing. I had no idea about that. I didn't even intend to come across that this episode. Valve confirmed Steam Deck 2 development is underway.
It was probably the worst discovery you could have ever made.
Honestly, I'm heartbroken. I really am. Not only is Valve still planning to launch a next-generation successor to its Steam Deck handheld at some point, but it's hard at work on it. Steam OS developer and Valve engineer Pierre-Loup Grafis told IGN in a recent interview, even so, don't expect an imminent launch, as Valve is currently focused on its other new hardware launches, including a second iteration of the Steam controller that's releasing on May 4th, a modern Steam Machine reboot, and an all-new Steam frame. Unfortunately, Valve is still keeping many of its Steam Deck details close to its vest. There's still no word on exactly when an upgraded handheld will emerge, how much it'll cost, or what hardware it will run on. However, Grafis hinted at the Steam Deck 2 largely sticking to its roots. We're hard at work on it, and obviously every step of the way, if you look at our hardware projects over the years, you can draw a straight line from the original Steam controller and Steam machines to the Steam Deck, to everything we're announcing and shipping this year. And we expect the Steam Deck 2 to be a lot of the same, where a lot of what we're doing has been will be learnings that built up to it. Previously, Grafis had gone on record saying that Valve wants to make sure the Steam Deck 2 delivers a worthwhile enough performance upgrade for it to make sense as a standalone product. He made that comment back.
The 1 and 2, the Nintendo Switch 1 and 2 is arguably worse.
Sir, I can assure you, from what he said, that will not be the case in the slightest.
Beautiful.
He made that comment back in November 2025, adding that the system on chip, or SoC, offerings at that time were exciting enough to power a next-generation handheld. The comment stands out because the refreshed Steam machine that is inbound is powered by a semi-custom AMD chip with a 6-core, 12-thread CPU based on a Zen 4 and 28 RDNA-free compute units. According to Valve, the Steam machine is over 6 times more powerful than the current Steam Deck. His response at that time, we're not interested in getting to the point where it's 20, 30, or even 50% more performance at the same battery life. We want something a little bit more demarcated than that. So we've been working back from silicon advancement and architectural improvements, and I think we have a pretty good idea of what the next version of Steam Deck is going to be. But right now, there's no offerings in that landscape, in the SoC landscape, that we would like to truly be a next generation performance Steam Deck, Grafis said at the time. So you're telling me you're not aiming for over 50%, you're aiming higher.
Good. They don't want a percentage better, they want multiple times better.
Well, this is the thing. The Steam machine is 6 times more powerful. They didn't want 20, 30, or 50%. They wanted times.
Exactly.
So
they want to actually make the next release
generation
matter.
Yeah,
Not
it's
just
actually
we're 20% better with 10% more FPS. No, you're going from 60 FPS to fucking 240 or whatever.
It's hilarious to me because this feels like what consoles have been stuck on for many, many years. Anyways,
and Gabe just waltz in and is like, "Yo, here, do this, do that, and we're 50 million times better. Easy."
Yeah,
leave it to him, man. Leave it to him.
exactly that, brother. Exactly that. So, good news this week in video games. Didn't even know there was a website for this. Let's see, anything positive in this? It's funny, earlier on there was something positive, but I accidentally closed it. I didn't know this was a website, by the way. This would be a lot easier for me to fucking go through all day. It's an awful designed website, though. Where's the AI? Oh, that's why it's on Bing, not Google.
Oh, well, that explains a lot.
Yeah, doesn't it just? Here we go. Where's the AI? Here we are. Subnautica 2 update. Subnautica 2, one of Steam's most wishlist games, finally received its early access release window for PC and Xbox Series X/S. Phasmophobia crossover. Phasmophobia is launching a free Alan Wake 2 crossover update this month, adding new content to the popular Ghost Hunting game. Major Crimson Desert update, which we covered today. 007 First Light hype. Emerging reports suggest that 007 First Light could be a massive contender for 2026's Game of the Year. Hogwarts Legacy is still currently free on Epic Games Store until the end of today. The Steam controller is no longer rumours. It's £85 at release, which, I mean, compared to the PlayStation 5 Pro controller, I'd say that's really good.
And the fact that there's now no stick drift. Can you ask for anything more?
No, not really. Capcom's Pragmata hope. Capcom has shared encouraging words about the future of its sci-fi shooter Pragmata, so I'd imagine there'll be more. Other highlights, Diablo 4 is fixing its DLC issues and teasing a new World of Warcraft collaboration. Halo 2 and 3 remakes are rumoured to be in development. And WWE 2K26 is earning praise for its long-time wrestling fans. I've just knocked my vape and my phone off my desk. I'm doing really well right now.
Good job, Roy.
It's okay, I'm just losing my will to live. Thanks, PlayStation. Honestly, I've never been so angry in my life. I really haven't. You know when...
I'm in disbelief.
You know when we hit this point, by the way,
Yeah.
I thought, quite honestly, that we couldn't get much worse. You know, after the Beyond Sandbox stuff and things like that, I didn't think I could be in, like, a worse mood. And I'm not really angry in general at the industry for it. I'm just upset that Sony has hit this point. We, once upon a time, you and me both played PlayStation, and I cannot in my life ever see me going back to it. I really can't.
There's no reason to.
No, don't get me wrong.
It's not even worth the exclusives anymore.
It's not. I can wait.
And at this rate, if we keep going the way we're going, because they're realizing they're losing out on a lot of sales, we're not even going to be waiting for exclusives. We'll not be waiting for exclusives. There won't be exclusives.
I'd hope so. I really do hope so.
It's been our dream since day one of starting this podcast.
It has. And we're getting there, slowly and steadily. That is the one positive I can say. We've been fighting for this since day one. And yeah, we're not the biggest or anything like that at all. We're small as hell. But we will always talk about that. It's our goal.
Damn well known.
Yeah, damn right we will. We don't care who hears it. We don't care who argues with us. That is our goal. No more exclusives. Play where you want. Play what you want. Enjoy your fucking time. That's what gaming should be about. Not exclusive. Not fucking I'm better than you because I can play XYZ. No. We're all gamers. We all love what we play. We all enjoy what we do. It's not about feeling superior. It's about playing a game, enjoying yourself, playing with your friends, and fuck off if you disagree, you can't. I'm very angry with Sony. Leasing consoles is a fucking shit thing to do. Fuck you as a company.
There's no words for that.
Oh, well, what about
not
the
not
poor
only doing
people?
that, but upping the prices. Not the brand new console that you can buy off them. No, the refurbished version.
The fucking refurb, man. And some people are going to turn around and go, oh, but what about the poorer people that can't afford to buy a console? That's completely fine. Those people, they used to be able to buy them secondhand. eBay, things like that. And that'd be fine. Do you really think, though, that they want to be paying a monthly subscription to be able to access a console. And they are stuck in a contract to do so. And what if, let's say, because we're calling them in this instance poorer people, and they can't make a payment 1 month? Oh, right, so now they're going to be charged a cancellation fee on the contract, which is an immediate fucking payment. I know this because I fucking lived
that talk
it.
with your cellmate in prison. What are you in for? Didn't pay off my PS5.
Yeah, I know this shit. I know this stuff happens because I fucking lived it. So I'm well aware of how this contract bullshit works. I know it's horrific. So trust me, that is not a way people want to go. Fuck you, Sony. Royally, fuck you as a company. I used to play your consoles and games. I used to really appreciate the stuff you did. And now I hope you fucking disband.
That was a long time ago, though.
I know.
That was a long time ago. They're not who they used to be, Roy.
I'm fucking aware, brother. I feel like I'm talking to a schizophrenic as a company. The only difference is I'd get a response that's actually made some common sense from the schizophrenic. Oh, I'm so angry.
That's rather unfortunate.
Anyways, I'm gonna leave this episode off here because I feel like if I don't go and play a game that allows me to take my anger out, I'm probably going to scream. Hopefully I'll come back feeling better next week. I'm not sure. We'll
Hopes
see.
are not high.
No, they're not. No, they're not at all. But anyways, thank you all very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, feel free to like, follow, subscribe, comment, and all that good stuff, and join the Discord that's in the description. Other than that, I think that's everything I've got to say. Will, do you have anything you'd like to add before we end this episode?
Yeah, wish me luck. I've got to try my best to bring Roy back to some sense of sanity after this shit show.
Best of fucking luck, sir. Best of luck.
I'm
Anyways,
going to need it, but not from you.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you all very much for watching, and we will see you all next time.
Bye for now, guys. Maybe see you next week. It might just be me.
Possibly.